On this video, I'm going to talk about the 6 positive psychology basics. And this is something that I believe that we should all be looking at to help to make sure that we are staying on track within ourselves to reach our highest performance and to be holistic in the process. So the positive psychology basics, this is just really an introduction, and let's get started. I'm Lucy. I am a holistic peak performance coach and speaker. The very first thing is sleep. I'm going to start where you think, oh, you might end your day with sleep, and you might end a video talking about sleep. I'm going to start it with sleep because sleep is something that can be very overlooked. It's one of those things like, isn't it a waste of time? No, it's not a waste of time. Think of sleep as the best kind of meditation that you can ever do. If you don't think you can meditate, just by the fact that you go to sleep, you're meditating because your mind completely switches off. You're asleep and the subconscious goes to work. So you can even give yourself a question before you go off to sleep, and your subconscious will work on it as you go to sleep, as you're sleeping. And then in that half awake state in the morning, see if an answer comes to you, because that subconscious mind will have been working away on it. And getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night is going to be optimal for you, working at an optimal level. So if you're going for your peak performance, you need to go for peak sleep as well, and getting the best quality sleep that you can. And if you're not sure about how to get that, there is another video on sleep hygiene, which I suggest that you watch, and you'll find out all about the different ways that you can make sure that you are in the best state. You've got everything in your surroundings in the best way to get that best night's sleep that you can. The second thing, which is very, very close to my heart, is nutrition and hydration. Giving your body balanced nutrition and optimal nutrition. So not just thinking, oh, that'll do, but am I getting enough protein? Am I getting the right vitamins and minerals? And if I'm not, how can I actually tell if I am? Then I probably need to supplement my diet, because oftentimes when we go and buy stuff from the shops, it's been sitting there, it's been transported from abroad, and the nutrition, but even within 24 hours, goes down by 50%. If you pick an orange off a tree, that vitamin C, after 24 hours, is down by 50%. And so imagine it's been picked, it's been transported, it's been stored, it's come into the supermarket, then you go and buy it, then it sits at home for a couple of days, and then you eat it. How do you know how much vitamin C is in there now? And how much was in there in the first place? So supplementation is a really, really wise thing to do. And making sure your nutrition and your health are the foundation for your peak performance. And that's why it's so close to my heart. I'm an ex-dancer. I've always taken care of exercise, which is the next thing I'm going to talk about, and hydration, drinking the water every single day. And it really does make a difference. It gives your body what it needs, but it also gives you more energy. And it also takes the hunger pangs away. Oftentimes, if you're feeling like you've got the nibbles and you have a glass of water, actually you're only just thirsty, you weren't actually hungry. And it stops you eating the wrong types of things. It stops you eating the junk food that you might have just gone for because you thought, oh, I'm hungry, I need to top up. Actually, you possibly just needed a glass of water. So then we're coming on to the exercise. And what exercise are you doing? What exercise are you doing? Are you cycling? Are you swimming? Are you running? Are you walking fast? Are you doing yoga? Are you doing any kind of exercise? It can be one of those things that gets put aside when you are going to get to a higher level in your business, in your work, in your journey of being an entrepreneur. and you just go for it. You're sitting there, you're working away, you're perhaps go off to give a speech, or you go to a conference, or you're online at a meeting and you're still sitting there, and then you're tired and you go off to bed. Or you watch some telly, but you haven't had any exercise. Active recovery is so important. So get that active recovery in. And then breathing is such a great thing to do. So respiration, respiration, having some breathing exercises, breathing deeply into your lungs, holding your breath, going on to some breath work. There is another video I've got on breathwork, just a really simple short video. If you want to check that out, then do. But that's another thing, because we can be breathing really shallowly. And I would say, especially if you're in town, in a city, in a built-up area, you're probably not wanting to go, and you'll be going, because of all the fumes. So having some breath work in a space that has got good air, perhaps you're out in nature or you're inside, is probably a better place to do that really deep breathing. But it can often be because you're in a built-up area that you don't want to breathe deeply because it's got the exhaust fumes and all of the other stuff going on, and you don't want to take a really deep breath of that. So you can be really shallow breathing, but getting that deep breath is really, really fantastic. So anxiety relief, also actually, anxiety relief, that breath work will help you with anxiety. And so helping with your anxiety is another one of the positive psychology basics. Being able to identify where that anxiety is coming from. And when you can see that, when you understand it's probably something from your past, it's probably some kind of trauma locked into your nervous system, I can help with that. I have a certification in memory release technique, the trauma of that. So it releases the trauma. And then you're not so anxious. It might be because you've got a limiting belief because of something that's happened in the past. And again, that technique will really take away the anxiety of that situation that you're thinking of in your head and bring the anxiety down. So that's going to really help you with the basics. And then the last thing is social support. Do you have a good social network? And the way I like to look at this is having your own little village of people. Who do you go to when you're looking for something technical, answers to something technical? Who do you go to when you're looking for something practical? Who do you speak to when you need to talk about something emotional? So you've got this village of people around you, your own eco village of people around you that you know you can get support from. And if you haven't got that support, that positive psychology is out of whack. If you're not trusting people, if you're not allowing people to come into your world, if you are blocking and stopping those kinds of relationships, then again, there's going to be some reason why something's happened either recently or happened in your past, and being able to overcome that so that you can get that social support that you need. And we do need that as human beings. We actually crave that social support. Then that needs to be dealt with first to be able to get the social support that you really want and, as I say, is actually needed. So they're the 6 things, and that is going to help you to get off to that really great start. When you've got all of those positive things in place, then you can build on them, you can get better on them, you can improve each one, each day, each week over time. It's exponential as you build. It just feels better and you know how to deal with things, and you've got a tool in your toolkit. You can just pick that up and go, right, these are the supplements I take, that's the exercises I'm going to do, let me change that up a little bit, and then you're away. You're away to the races, as a mentor of mine used to say. So I'm really hoping that this helps and is just going to really give you that introduction to positive psychology that perhaps you've been looking for. And positive psychology coaching, it's part of what I do. That's not my whole technique. But if you want some coaching, if you're looking for that, if you're looking to move faster with all of these areas in your life, in your business, because they're interacting, right? Then there'll be a link that you can click on in the description box below, and perhaps I'll be speaking with you soon. In the meantime, there'll be another video coming up on screen, so I'll see you over there. Take care and bye for now.